Hello mga boss, this is BossTL again, and welcome to another episode of BossTL's DIYs, upgrades, reviews, and first impressions. What we have right now is one of the most, if not the best, beginner sports bike in the Philippines, a Kawasaki Ninja 400. Today we have a special guest, the owner of this Kawasaki Ninja 400.
Wow!
Si Sir Alan Alegre, better known as the RK Angel. Morning, sir. Morning. So, Boss Alan, can you walk us through kung ano yung mga upgrades natin dito sa Ninja 400?
Ang unang upgrade ko sa Ninja 400 is yung tail and pipe from 01 Moto. Masyadong tahimik yung stock pipe eh, kaya inabol ko yung ingay niya as a big bike. Second is yung slider, frame slider niya. He was gas-gas lang din tayo. Then third and lastly as of now, tank bag para may ilalagyan na tayo ng mga gamit natin pag bumabiyahe tayo.
So, minor upgrades lang for now.
Kasi sa Ninja 400 formado na siya eh. Wala ka nang madadagdag pa rito eh. Para sa akin
So, satisfied?
Satisfied na ako sa looks. Sa curves niya, wala na ako masabi.
Right. So, aside from that, boss, normally, ang iniisip ng tao is pag big bike, malakas ang gas. So, what's your fuel consumption on this one?
As of now, ang fuel consumption ko is around 19 kilometers per liter. Walwal mode yun. Tiga kung tiga. Pero pag malumanay lang tayo sa gas, around 20 to 21.
Instrument panel lang.
Based on the instrument panel ako eh, kasi hindi ko alam yung full tank method computation na yan.
So, boss, pwede ko pa mahiram?
Sure.
Thank you. Alright guys, without further ado, let's start with this bike review. I'm sitting in an upright position. Gray mo, 100 na agad. Lambot ang clutch niya compared to my Duke. The Ninja bikes are the flagship bikes of Kawasaki, meaning these are the top of the line bikes that they have. You must understand there are two Ninja families, the two-cylinder parallel twin Ninjas and the inline four-cylinder engines of the Ninja ZX series. The ZX Ninjas are the track bike, hence mas malakas ang engine nila and they have the very aggressive riding stance. On the other hand, the twin parallel engine Ninjas are more of the sports touring bike. Ibig sabihin nun, they get the sporty look of a full-fared sports bike with a more friendly riding stance of a touring bike. Disclaimer nga pala mga boss, since I am an avid user of a Duke 390, some highlights of the Ninja 400 may be compared to my Duke 390 as a good baseline. Okay, that in the open, let us proceed with this bike's review. The Ninja 400 is equipped with a twin parallel 4-stroke DOHC engine which produces 49 HP and 38 Nm of torque. On paper, it is very close to the engine specs of the Duke 390. Lamang lang ng konti yung Ninja by a few points. Though what needs to be pointed out is that even with the close specs with the Duke 390, with the usual characteristic of a single-cylinder engine getting that of their torque and HP at a lower RPM, will take it from standstill, accelerating faster than the Ninja 400. The Ninja 400 will need to get into that higher RPM to maximize the torque and HP, but when it does, it will overtake the Duke 390 quite easily at a top speed of around 200 kph. The Ninja 400 also has trellis frame hidden inside its fairings. At front, we have a conventional non-adjustable 41mm telescopic fork, while the rear suspension has a bottom-link unitrack monoshock with adjustable preload suspension. The bike has a very large 310 semi-floating disc brakes at the front and 200mm disc at the rear, both with dual-channel ABS. It comes with 17-inch alloy wheels with 110/70 Dunlop tires at the front and 150/60 at the rear. What you get with the Ninja 400 is a 6-speed transmission, the usual 1 down and 5 up gearing, which also boasts of a sleeper and assist clutch. By the way, a sleeper clutch prevents tire lockups when you suddenly downshift at high speed. This is especially useful in terms of safety when attacking corners and have to downshift. It will actually lessen the chances of spills caused by the tires locking up and skidding. Assist clutch, on the other hand, helps with the clutching. So the effect of that is a softer clutch lever for the rider. Very good, especially if you have plans to use this bike in everyday traffic. The instrument panel is a combination of analog and digital instrumentation. Now the instrument panel, if you turn it on, you'll have the analog tachometer na tumaas. You have the check engine light here, the gear indicator or neutral indicator. You have the ABS here that will turn off when the bike started to roll. We have the odometer here, and we have the speedometer here. You have the temperature and fuel gauge. The headlights and taillights are all LED. Unfortunately, the signal lights are still bulb type. For its SRP, you would actually be expecting LED all the way, including the signal lights. The Ninja 400 has a 14-liter gas tank capacity, and with an approximate 25 kilometers per liter fuel consumption from most user feedback, this will get you further distances in one full tank of gas. However, fuel consumption varies widely to as low as 20 kpl to as high as 28 kpl. Seat height is around 785 mm, which is way lower than the 830 mm seat height of the Duke 390. What this means is this bike is friendlier sa height challenge Pinoys. I am 5'10", I can flat foot this bike quite easily. My friend who is 5'4" in height, let's see how he fares riding this bike. With all its fairings in place, this is rather a very light bike, weighing only about 173 kilograms, 10 kilograms more than the Duke 390. That being said, being light makes it easy for it to be maneuvered in city traffic. The Ninja 400 has an SRP of 331,000 pesos. What do I like about this bike? As indicated earlier, the Ninja 400 can be considered the best beginner sports bike for quite a number of reasons. But mostly, the number one is it is rider friendly. Firstly, it is lightweight. Secondly, seat height is relatively low and appropriate for the usual height of Pinoys. And lastly, it has very linear power delivery, so no surprise wheelies for riders unlike in Ninja 650 or the KTM RC390. As in iba kasi, you really have to be gentle with the throttle kasi the acceleration is peaky. Magugulatan yung riders pag di ka maingat. But for this one, the power delivery is smooth. Add to this, the riding posture is quite forgiving. Hindi siya masyadong subsob. Kung mapapansin mo, the slip-on handlebars on this bike is similar sa handlebars ng Raider. Medyo may riser. Unlike in its cousin na Ninja ZX bikes na clip-on handlebars nila is similar to the handlebars of KTM RC390. Talagang subsob. This is the reason why this bike is often called sports touring bike. Kasi you can last on these bikes for longer time na hindi sasakit ang wrist and back mo on long rides. All these good traits makes this bike a very good consideration for an everyday bike. Kung ikaw yung tipong you really dig the looks of a sports bike but want to have it as an everyday bike, ito ang best candidate for that. The characteristics of this bike being lightweight, low seat height, and good riding posture makes this bike very easy to navigate through traffic. And another thing, the Ninja 400 comes with an immobilizer as a standard feature out of the casa. Diba safety wise panalo na agad? Now, what I found one thing dito sa Ninja 400, things I find to be, unang-una na doon ay very big stock muffler nito. It is just too big. Kaya usually this is one of the things owners change immediately after buying this bike. Itong bike na hiniram kasi natin, napalitan na yung muffler for the same reason. Ewan ko lang kung ako lang nakakapansin the overall aesthetics of the Ninja 400 is very good. Ang pogi talaga. Kaya so the swing arm is very plain and simple. Especially once you remove the muffler, exposed na siya. And it is not really appealing. Especially if you decide to get that underbelly exhaust. Alam mo yung maskuladong katawan pero payatot yung legs. Parang ganun kasi yung dating sa akin If only it could get that aluminum cast wing arm ng bigger brother niya na Ninja 650, that would have completed the overall look ng bike. Long side mirrors. Need I say more? Parang dinesign talaga yung side mirrors niya para tumama sa side mirrors ng mga SUVs And lastly, 399cc issue sa ORCR. Unlike yung KTM Duke 390 natin, na automatic 400cc na nakalagay sa papel, the Ninja 400 will have the real displacement reflected sa CR niya. It should not be an issue really, pero ginagawang issue kasi ni TRB Most Ninja users do not mind this and enter the expressways without getting flagged down. Ang mahirap lang kasi pag natsambahan ka. And it is a hassle having to do a record update sa CR ng bike mo. And I believe it will take a year to accomplish this. Sobrang hassle. Alright mga boss, masusubukan na natin ang Ninja 400. Alright. Alright. So this is the second time we drive the Ninja 400. The first one is saglit lang naman. So immediately, first impression, it is heavier than the Duke but only by as much. Hindi siya ganun kabigat. And you could feel masarap siyang iliko without me lumiliko siya ng kusa just by controlling the tank somehow. So in terms of stability, very stable. Again, the power is there but the delivery is linear. Hindi ka mabibigla pag ayun if the power is there pero it will give it to you linearly. I mean, hindi ka bibiglain unlike do sa Duke 200 na mabibigla ka due to the torque. Again, disclaimer, we cannot do a top speed test on this one primarily because this is not our bike. So considerations na lang do sa may-ari. We need to be careful of this bike para walang masabi ang ating kaibigan. You could feel the weight of this bike but it's not really that heavy as compared to the Ninja 650. It is still light and stable. Somehow you could feel that all the weight is somehow lower, unlike the top heavy Duke 390 na ang bigat nasa taas. Now you could sway this bike very easily. Andali sumusunod yung bike. The riding posture is somewhat upright. It's not full upright just like the Duke, but definitely It is more friendly on the back. You can lean forward if you want to. It will be helpful on high speed, and it allows you to lean forward. But in cases that you'd like it to be relaxed driving, this bike allows you to sit upright. As you could see in here, the handlebar has somewhat a rise, unlike the ZX brother niya na yung clip-on is nasa baba. Halos ganito yung hawak mo sa handlebar. Although it's a sport touring bike, you could feel the sportiness in this Ninja 400. We've been driving this bike for quite some time already, and I don't really feel the fan engaging. If it did, hindi natin ramdam, unlike in the Duke 390. Saglit lang, activated na agad yung fan. I don't feel any heat coming off from this bike. Nakakapanibago kasi kay Duke 390 ang init agad ng legs natin, hot legs, but this one, it is not. What's more enjoyable here is that the seating position is very low. The seat height is very low. It is very relaxed. You don't have to tiptoe or anything. Actually, my knees are bent. Yeah, it is definitely different from the Duke 390. It would be taking more time to actually accelerate, but when it does, ramdam mo na yung palo ng speed. So balik na tayo. Yeah. iba yung characteristic niya in terms of acceleration. Talagang linear, dahan-dahan. It gives you the power at around second gear or third gear. First gear wala talaga eh. Lambot ng clutch niya as compared to my Duke. You can lean here. Gray mo 100 na agad. Okay, sleeper clutch is working. Sleeper clutch is working just fine. Assist clutch, malambot yung clutch, so it is good. I cannot really try the ABS kasi pag nagkamali tayo ng subok baka matumba pa tayo. But it is supposed to be dual channel ABS, both front and rear. But then again, we tried enough. Sarap ng ordering na ito. Pero time to return this bike to the owner. We'll get one in our own time. So yun mga boss, that is what we have for the review of this bike, a Kawasaki Ninja 400. Actually, I would have gotten this bike instead of the KTM Duke 390 if only I was able to test drive it earlier before buying the Duke 390. But then again, let's just enjoy our bikes for the same reason we bought them, right? Alright, so yun lang mga boss, I guess I end the vlog here. If you like this video and are new to my channel, do subscribe to BossTL PH and hit that notification button to be updated of our new updates. Alright, so as I always say, stay awesome, stay safe. See you in the next episode. Bye for now.